Hello and welcome to an Everquest guide slash narrative on the Cleric Epic. Today we're going to go through the Cleric Epic and do it step by step. I've pre-farmed a few items here and there, and I will explain where I got the items when it happens. I am going to be doing it from my warrior's perspective, but I will be doing explaining it. There's a lot of fights that I need to do, and I need to be able to react fast, and I can't react fast if he's not my main character when I'm true boxing. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. The first item we're going to turn in is Lord Burgle's crown. This actually drops here in Lake Wrath Tier, right down here. There's a, if you come in from Wrath Mountains, there's an underwater cave, and you can go swim in there. He's like a 28-minute spawn. Eventually he spawns after, you know, killing the placeholder, and you should get the item. Then that item, and then goes over to here to this guy right here, Shimdrick Lava Walker, and then that starts the first thing. So let's I'll go ahead and hail him here. Hail, good yard, be wary, near the waters of Lake Wrath, the Riptide Goblin King, Lord Burglegargle, has been commanding his minions to murder and rob all those who come near it. I am here seeking his death, but I am afraid I am no match for all of his subjects. I shall reward you greatly for the death of Lord Burglegargle. I simply ask you bring me his crown as proof. Alright, so this is the first step. He wants the crown. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it in with the Cleric here. Alright. And he says, shoves the crown into his satchel marked leather satchel. Cackles uncontrollably as madness twists his features and flames and dance before his eyes. Ew, I mean, have reduced the riptides into chaos. Without the king to keep them in control, they will ravage settlements surrounding the lake. After the slaughter, I shall return and easily burn down the remaining villages. Alright, now we need to kill this guy. I didn't make a main assist. There we go. Now we need to kill a Spirit of Flame. Easy enough to do as a warrior. I do have my monk here along with all my other characters. There we go. Now we have the damaged crown. We'll give that to Emmy. We'll give her the robe. We'll give her the fine steel staff. Why not? Alright, so the Trimutive of Water has decreed your fate. Simdrick Waterwalker, I am here to deliver said fate. I'll slay you like you slaughtered your minion, your fellow mercenaries. The Trimutive cannot decide the fate of a follower of the tyrant. Enough, your existence has come to an end. Overcome madness and rage and the waters. Alright, now we need to go over here, shrink up real quick, and we need to give the damaged crown we just looted to her. Make her right in here. There she is in this building. Alright. Now that we've gave her the crown, she gave us the ornate sea shell. And she says, I will have this crown returned to the Riptide Goblins immediately. Should you ever come across an erudite named Omat Asasi, give him this seashell. The waters of Norath shimmer with awareness of your deeds here today. Alright, so that's the first part of the quest. Now we need to head off to Timorous Deep. Alright, we're here in Timorous Deep. So if you come in through Butcher Block, take the translocator, you're going to come up here at the dock, and you're just going to swim directly south. You're going to go through that tunnel, swim around here, go through that tunnel, and you show up here. I actually bound my Cleric here because you have to come back to this guy, and this is where the final turn in for the Cleric epic is. So just FYI. Alright, so we got the Ornate Seashell from, what was her name? Natasha? Yeah, we got her. Natasha Whitewater gave us that after we finished that part of the quest. So we need to talk to Omat here. She told us to go find Vast Sea and talk to him. So I have been expecting you, Emmy. The waters have foretold your arrival. I am High Priest Omat Vast Sea of the Tremulative. Missionaries, please feel free to enjoy the quiet solitude of this inn. And we can say some things to him. The triumvirate of water are Esai, the mistress of ice, Mar, the lord of water, and Povar, the formless master of vapor and mist. We, triumvirate missionaries, are granted divinatory powers and the wisdom through our devotion to the triumvirate, and must defend the waters of Norath from the ravages of the tyrant of fire, Finnan Row. Say who is Finnan Row? The tyrant of fire, Finnan Row, is the merciless lord of fire in all its forms. The rivalry between the tyrant and the tremulative is as old as the gods themselves and is an eternal battle. We witness the struggle every moment of our lives as the oasis of Mar succumbs to the heat of the surrounding the desert and is replenished by the swelling of the Liferite River. The fragile balance between the elements must be maintained, but the plasmatic priesthood threatens that balance. Who are the plasmatic priesthood? The plasmatic priesthood are worshippers of the tyrant of fire, but they have been driven mad by their fanaticism and forgotten the importance of the balance. In their madness, they would set the whole world aflame, leaving nothing but lifeless ash. Alright, so now we can hand him the Ornate Seashell. Does it have... No, it doesn't have any lore. Let's go and hand that over. And he gave us the coral statue of Tari. Or Terroir? I don't know how you say that. Alright. So he says, so you are a friend of Natasha's. That is good to see. She is very wise and gifted woman. The Riptide Goblins have adopted a new king, but are still vulnerable state until his subjects accept his rule. The plasmatic priesthood is aware of the weakened state of the Riptides and has convinced the Fire Peak Goblins to strike against them. Although I do not agree with the mannerisms or actions of any Goblin clan, such war would be detrimental to all who are caught in its path. Lord Gimblox of the Fire Peak clan has been meeting with a member of the Plasmatic Priesthood in the Temple of Soul Seek Row. Locate the Plasmatic Priest, hand him the statue to hinder his powers, then eliminate him. And bring me his robe. Alright. We have the next step of our quest. So we need to go to Temple of Soul Seek Row. and take out a plasmatic priest. So I'm going to head over there now. All right, we're here in Temple Soul Seek Row. So to get here, you go to Lava Storm Mountains, right? Here, let me pop that out on the map, right? I zoned in with my druid, came over to Druid Ring. You run over here, Temple Soul Row, right? And so once you get in, to get to the guy right here, you go zone in, you go like this, and you kind of like do this weird like loop around, and then you go up the middle here, and then you come around all the way to this hall, and boom. Lots of doors and stuff you'll get here. The guy we're looking for spawns at 9 a.m. game time. And so you're going to have to wait around sometimes for him to do that. But he's up all the time. One thing you can also do while you're over here in Lava Storm is go kill Lord Gim Blocks. He spawns in Soul Row. I don't even remember when I killed mine. Probably when I was leveling. But where is he? Right here. So if you zone in from Lava Storm, right, you go through pretty much, you go to the Goblin area. He's down the hall right next to the King. He's, I think, kind of the same kind of spawn as Lord Gurgerbarger, but it's like a 20-minute spawn with a placeholder, and so that can be a little tedious. But you're gonna want that one before you progress to the stage after this. So once we turn in this totem to the guy that's going to spawn here at 9 a.m., we want to have both the ring plus the robe that this guy is going to drop so that we can progress the quest. So make sure you have both of those items before you progress. But we're going to wait here until 9 a.m., so 5 more hours, and we'll do this fight. Alrighty, our guy has spawned. It's 7 a.m., but he, I don't know, he despawned at like 6 a.m., so I'm thinking this is the right guy. He is blue, so he's 55, so he is the right guy. So I'm doing this from the Cleric, so this might be a little awkward for me to connect that, but what we do is we hand him the coral statue of Tarimar, and he will turn. There we go. Perfect. And I just need to watch my warrior. I don't have all the hotkeys set up. This is all from like low level. So let's get this fight down. There we go. Perfect. And he's dropping pretty quick. There we go. And he said, a seeker shakes violently as his hands close on the coral statue. The flames dance in the depths of his eyes. The statue begins to emit a reddish glow and shatters in a burst of fire and smoke. The flames in the plasmatic priest's eyes vanish with the explosion. Only madness remains. The Trove thinks that destroying my spirit of flame will stop me. I will kill you all now. The goblins will continue to war. And when my spirit is restored, I will ensure that Ixabat consumes all of Norrath. Alright, this son of a gun is gonna keep complete healing. Let me get a stun up. I'm trying not to do anything with the other characters because I don't want to accidentally aggro all this nonsense in this room. Alright, that's like a 17-second spell. Jeez. Alright, I'll just disc another time on the monk. There we go. Oh, he's gonna run. Alright, I'm chasing him with the monk. 1 second. Go. lot of things you read on this quest is say pull him to zone line, but I don't think it's necessary, as you can see. All right, so we need the blood-soaked thing. I don't know what the Darkwood staff is. We'll give that to her too. All right, now we have the not that one. Oh, I was worried there for a second. All right, we have the blood-soaked prismatic priest robe. And now we need to go turn this back into Omat Vast Sea in Timorous Deep. But before you do that, make sure you have Lord Gimblebox's signet ring. Otherwise, you will be a sad panda. I'll tell you what. Alright, so we're going to go to Timorous Deep now. Alright, we're back here in Timorous Deep. So let's go ahead and hand him the blood-soaked plasmatic priest robe. Let's go ahead and do that. And he gave us the orb of frozen water. That's one of the final pieces we need. Let's put it right there. And he says, "You have proven yourself to be one who is willing to take responsibility for his own actions. Such trait is desired by all deities to be present in their faithful. I pray that you had the wisdom to slay Lord Gimblocks as well as the plasmatic priest in order to prevent further advancement of the incursions against Riptides. Priestess Natasha awaits inside the inn for the ring. Make haste, and she is a busy woman and soon will depart." All right, so we got a few seconds to go inside and turn in the ring to her. She is right there, so we can hail her. Doesn't say anything, so let's just give her the ring. She says, "Thank you, Emmy, for your service thus far. The Tremulative missionaries are so far impressed. However, there is yet another threat rising from the plasmatic priesthood that may have dire effects on all of Norath if it is not stopped. An Ixar member of the Tremulative missionaries has discovered that the plasmatic priesthood has somehow convinced the Sarnak summoners of Chardok to assist them in summoning Ixiblat fur to Norath. Take the shell to Nalat, Deepwater, and Burning Wood, so that she knows I have sent you. We must ask that in return, you return with the scepter of Ixiblat fur, as well as evidence to show that the plasmatic priesthood is dealing with the Sarnax. High Priest Omat will await your return. I must depart now. I pray for your success." Alright, so we need to go to Burning Wood, and we need to give this shell here, the ornate shell, to what is her name? Nalat? Not Nyat. Deepwater. We need to give her this. It will spawn a giant fire elemental in Burning Wood. We need to kill that. And then from there, we need to go kill the King of Chardok, which we already have the King of Chardok here. The scroll from him. We can't read it because it's in Chardokian or whatever. But there should be a video on my channel somewhere of killing the Chardok Royals. That's where I got it. So it's one of those things. But we're going to go to Burning Wood now and continue the quest. Alright, this should go pretty easy. He's only got 32k hit points, and just go defensive, I guess. And I'll call a hero myself as soon as I can. Beware these woods. The Sarnax claim this land as their own, and wicked creatures walk beneath the burning foliage. Praise be the Tremulative. Alright, we're back here after killing Ixiblat. We got this scepter of Ixiblat. I've also killed the Overking, so we need to hand these 2 items into Omat. Like so. And he says, I commend you on your success over the Fire Elemental Lord. Except for the fact that the plasmatic priesthood has mustered up the power to summon such a being means drastic action must be taken to stop the fanatic cult of Finn and Ro. I wonder what kind of favor Zordak Ragefire performed for the Sarnak summoners to convince them to assist in the ritual that brought forth Ixalat. The dragon Ixar hybrid abominations are not beings who ally with others easily. All I have seen in my divinations of the high plasmic priests are riddles and signs that they are one who slays him. The one who will slays him may be awarded the orb of the tremulative. Seek Zordak Ragefire, cut out his heart, and place it within the swirling pearl and return it to me. All right. So at the same time, right over here, she respawned, and we need to give her the message to Natasha, which doesn't say anything, but we'll just hand it to her, which gives us a shimmering pearl. And she says, lowers her head in mourning. It's a shame that the fate has decided one so young and from such background should perish. But we must not attempt to change what was destined to be. Niox sacrificed herself selflessly so that others may be spared the horrors of Ixalat brought to Norath. May the waters of Norath forever remember her reflection. I thank you for delivering Niox's message to me. And please use this pearl imbued with the power of the tremulative. Should you find Zordak Ragefire, speak to him before all else, then hold his pearl before him. Hold this pearl before him. When the pearl begins to swirl, its enchantment will have taken effect. All right. So now we need to head off to Solby and give this pearl to Zordak Ragefire. He will then give us a container that we can put these 4 pearls in, combine those, and then we give those to Warder Celia in Skyfire Mountains, and we can fight Lord Ragefire. The quest used to be you give this pearl to Ragefire, he turns into a dragon and kill him, but they had to change it due to the way people act. So that is that. So next we are ready for the to get to Soul B. So all right, we're here in Soul B. If you are coming here from Lava Storm and he's up in open world, you're gonna have to run all the way through and then run past to the fire giant area, and then go through the stone spider, go through there, and then he's right here. To get here, you have to go up over and jump out the window and then land right here. I have all my boxes right here because I had to fight all the fire giants and whatnot, but he's right here. I'm on my warrior right now just because fighting fire giants while trying to box that is a little bit annoying. I like to play from the warrior, so enough of that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I need to turn the pearl into Ragefire. Oh, and if you spawn in a DZ, you spawn right here, and there's a fire giant that will attack you, but it's the quickest way to get here. But you burn your DZ for Nagafen, so that's up to you. Alright, so we are going to turn in the Shimmering Pearl to Zordak Ragefire, right there. Can't see it, but she's doing that. Alright, he despawned. He despawned and handed me this item right here. Zordak's a box of bindings. Inside of here, you put those 4 pearls from earlier. hit combine, and you turn that into Warder Celia. He did not say anything. I guess I forgot to hail him, but he's just gonna tell us we're dumb. He's one of those dumb villains, right? Right. So now we're ready for the Ragefire fight. I don't know when that will be, so it'll be a little bit longer before I finish this video. But we're gonna head out and do something else right now. Alright, we're back here in Timorous Deep after Classic Nostalgia killed Ragefire for me. Hopefully I put that video somewhere in this from the stream where we killed that. But alright, so we have the Impure Heart of Zordic Ragefire, which we looted from Ragefire. And now we need to put the Swirling Pearl. And the Pearl is in Seal inside of here. Hit Combine. This gives us the Zordic Ragefire Heart. Ragefire's Heart. We then give the heart to Omat right here. And he gives us another orb right there. And I think that's one too, right? Jeez, I have so much junk in my bag. And he says, I see now that Zordic Ragefire and the Exile Elder Dragon Zordicus were the same being. That explains how he resisted our attempts to divine his affairs and past. Each of these orbs I have granted you represents the trimunitive Jasad. Ocean Sun awaits on the shore below. Perform the ritual that we will merge the orbs into a single orb of the trimunitive and summon the avatar from the plane of water. Present the orb to the avatar of war when he arrives and allow your destiny to be unraveled. Alright, so down here, right over there, the next guy spawns. And we need to give him the 3 orbs, the orb of water, vapor, and frozen water. Like so. Let's hail him first. Doesn't say anything. Which gives us the orb of the Trimotive. And he still didn't say anything. Where'd I put that thing? Jeez. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, he spawned in the water, right? There he is, the avatar of water. So we give him this. Let's go ahead and go over here, hail him. Nothing. And give him that. There we go. And he said nothing too. There we go. We have our epic 1.0. The Water Sprinkler of Nem Ankh. 100 mana, 10 all resist, 25 wisdom, 15 charisma, 10 stamina, and a decent ratio. But there we go. We have our epic weapon 1.0. And I would like to send a massive congrats to all the people that helped me with this exit from Classic Nostalgia, the Guild Classic Nostalgia, Schmosby from Classic Nostalgia, and everybody else who helped me do various camps and fights along the way when I wasn't able to do it on my own. But it is a fantastic time now that I have this. So the benefit of the Epic 1.0 is that you can right click and res people. So it is a res stick. It is probably one of the most used epics in the game, honestly. But it is fantastic. And there we go. That is the story. Zordic Ragefire was an evil man. And we sought him out, destroyed him, and we were rewarded by stopping the plasmatic cult of Finn and Ro from taking any power over Norath, and water triumphed over everything. But there we go. Looking good, looking good. But thank you guys very much for watching this video and hanging out for the story. I mean, it is a pretty good story, but thank you guys very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.